Good night.
Yo, imagine that.
Good night.
See you later. No show actually.
Hello.
It's over.
I got. Oh,
Y'all
I
didn't even catch it.
gotta take off my alter ego.
Wait, but then, who are you? Then?
I'm Clark. I'm reverse. I'm reverse. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
glasses is who you really are. Good call.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like Mr. Negative. He's the Mr. Negative.
I'm not. I'm not a negative person. I wouldn't. Would I be a negative person?
Yeah.
I'm just screaming. I'm scared.
Oh, I think you're just reenacting a goat. Greatest of all time.
Oh. Who?
Like the Taylor Swift song when they had the goat.
Yeah, that was fire. That was a great time in our lives.
Yo, that was like the premium memes. When you got like there's just like those character drawings and stuff like that.
Oh, that was OG memes.
Why don't they call those Primo Memos?
Why don't they call them
now?
Primo
We can
Memos?
start now.
You're welcome. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Trademarked.
Cheers, Lucas.
Oh, cheers.
Lucas is shooting gin. I've never done that before. That sounds a little whack.
You've never done that? I thought you shot Empress.
No. Not great, eh?
It's not better than tequila. It's also not that great too.
You see it in your face. It's not that great. He's like,
Woo! I'm gonna get fucking fried because like I haven't eaten.
yeah, I'm
since,
so hungry. We were
I'm
debating
starving.
ordering food to eat during the podcast because I was that hungry, and Lee was also that hungry.
Christina and I actually went through our fast food coupons and chose one restaurant to keep. We had KFC, we had Harvey's, Wendy's,
We had like 6
You actually go for Wendy's. Man.
McDonald's.
What were you talking about for Wendy's?
The breakfast baconator.
No, not that. Yo.
No, the breakfast
wait,
baconator
The
is
breakfast
bomb.
baconator is hype.
Oh.
Okay, I got a story about that. But what was the other? When were we talking? Oh, going up to the cottage, we were talking about.
Oh, I wanted the Frosticino.
yeah.
Yo,
What's
their
a Frosty-
Frosticcinos are hype.
What's a Frosticino?
It's a nice coffee, but they put chocolate milk in it, so it's like a chocolate Frosticino. I don't drink coffee. I don't care about coffee, but Frosticcinos.
So is it what Ice Cap's consistency would be perfect as? Because Ice Caps is always a little too like I guess like slushy, which is like that.
No, it's like a liquid. It's like a drink with ice in it. Like it's
Do you
just like
give blowjobs and then you just call them?
Ice
ice
Caps.
caps.
I'm going to Timmy's house.
Oh.
So okay, so
No way Timmy's of age. There's no way someone named Timmy is of age.
Don't try to call me out.
yo, you're gonna out him. Yo, so breakfast bacon here. So I was telling like Glenn and all of them about it, and
Have
they
you
were
had
like,
one? You tried? Yeah.
no, let me tell the
Oh,
fucking
okay, sorry.
story, bro.
Shut your mouth.
So I was like hyping it up, and everyone's like, "Yo, we gotta try them." Glenn's like, "Yo, they're so good." So it was like the next day I was coming from my house going into Milton, and there's the Wendy's in town. So I stopped there, and I was getting them for everyone because everyone was all at the same house. I think it was actually last Victoria Day, so it was that long ago. But so they're like, okay, yeah, like I'll get them, whatever. So I go to order them, and they're like, I was like, can I get like 5 breakfast baconers? He's like, we don't have enough. I was like, enough what? He's like enough of the stuff to do it.
What?
So I was like, I was so confused. And at first I said like 3 of them, I wanted sausage, and he literally ordered just the patty. I was like, no, bro, like I obviously want like a breakfast,
Like a burger.
yeah, not just the sausage patty.
With sausage instead of bacon. Yes.
It was like, and then I saw because it saw him ring up. I was like, $1? I was like, no way, they're $1. And I was like, is that like what did you ring? He's like, oh, just like a patty. I was like, why the? I'm like, no, I want like a thing. And that's what he's like, no.
What'd you really say? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
I mean,
What I mean is.
Yeah, I was like, so I ended up only getting 2. That's all they had for 2. And then I went because Tim Hortons. It was like a joint Wendy's Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
So I got like sausage breakfast sandwiches, and I came back. I was like, guys, I only have 2. So
You as
I
a
didn't
delivery
get
boy
one.
are entitled to
no,
one.
but I was like,
get
someone
one.
else have them. So my dad and Merce had them, and they're like, yo, they're sick. And I still to this day have not had one.
Yo, that's
No way.
I was so excited about it.
No, to me, delivery driver.
Delivery boy gets
Yeah,
whatever he
gets one.
wants.
Gets
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Everyone
I'm
gets
trying to
that.
think of what they were
First dibs.
missing.
I think that's just fair. It's the gas
But
exchange.
I was just like, no, it's
appreciate
okay.
it.
Like someone else have it. Like I offered not to have
So-
it. But it's because I went like right at like 10:30,
That's right when it closed. Yeah.
and they were ending. But he's like, they had enough sausages, but they didn't have enough of like some of the other, like not bacon. What else is in it?
Eggs, cheese. Like I know they have that shit.
And what is the bun? Is not. It's obviously not like a
Yeah, I think it's like
burger
a bacon
bun.
Yeah,
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Anyways,
Honestly, I had one and I couldn't tell you. I just know I liked it.
they didn't have
It was
enough
good.
of something, and it
That's
wasn't the sausage
crazy.
patties.
So you know what you should have done? You should have gone through the drive-thru and tried to order 3. Well, if he's like, no problem, sir.
I would have punched him in the face. But yeah, so I've never had one, and I was
Oh,
so
you're
excited to
missing
try
out.
it. Yeah, I know, but I'm not a big breakfast person anymore, or not that I ever was, but
I don't.
I just-
You know what? Like
Still.
breakfast food, like
It's
I
great.
enjoy it, but it depends on my mood though. Like, Because there's times where like pancakes like hit the spot, and there's times where I'm like I don't care to put in the effort.
Yeah,
in
well, I
pancakes.
think that's every food though, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be in the mood for
Except
it.
bacon. I can have bacon any time of the day.
Yeah, true.
Especially a
Do you oven bake or do you fry?
oven bake, and we do the.
Because you can do it in bulk.
We do the thick.
It's so
We do the
fast.
thick cut.
Yes.
PC bacon.
Nice.
Interesting.
Bro, you
gotta
do
put it
like
in the oven.
a pound in like 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how.
You just put on 400.
And it's like perfect.
Just put
like,
on.
That reminds me of another story, and I'm gonna drag her.
also,
right
sorry,
now.
you can also another thing to do if you
Yeah,
don't
man.
Emma, watch out!
In a
Like,
minute.
be
if you
careful.
don't buy thick bacon, if you buy like regular bacon,
Yeah.
two things you can do is you can either twist it
What?
before
Yeah.
you fry it, or you can. It's called like a butterfly fold, where you take it and you fold it over itself, so it's like a crescent shape,
Yeah.
and that makes it like almost like thick cut bacon.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah,
But
both
the
of
only
them
thing
work.
is, why I hate about doing that
Ah.
crescent shape is like it feels like you lose half your bacon because you're folding
'Cause
it
you're
over,
getting a half
so it's like so
piece.
small
But
at
then you
the
put
end,
in a
right?
sandwich. It's
But-
bomb
but-
for
Yeah.
sandwiches.
But like that
Yeah.
Twizzler one, I saw that and I was like, dang, I really want. But it kind of looks
Damn.
like a dog snack after it, because like crispy and
But
shit,
it-
just
but
like a
the thick-
spiral.
The thick cut PC one, I just cook it as is because it has such good flavor and it's thick. It's actually thick, so
Huh.
it's thick actually.
Damn, y'all know a lot more about bacon than I do. I just
You're
put that
allowed
shit
to
in a
have
pan.
bacon? I didn't.
It's funny because
Do you put oil before? Out of curiosity.
No.
No, hell.
Okay, good.
Whoa!
I just asking. I'm just
Whoa!
asking. I'm just asking.
Before, when Emma used to cook ground beef, she would put
You know I
oil
don't
in the
do that.
pan, and I was like, why are you doing that? And she's like, well, like I'm putting it in the pan. I was like, there's so much grease in that ground beef. You don't need that shit. Like it's about the soak itself. Like you're gonna drain it. So why are you putting more oil?
So you know the best way to cook ground beef is not to like mash it right away. It's like flatten it out, let it fry and brown, flip it and do the same, and then chunk it up because it'll keep the juices in, so you don't have like that liquid at the bottom, and it's like so much
Can I
more
have a
flavorful.
professional ground beef cooker?
He's a burger
It
flipper.
looks horrible when he cooks it.
It looks horrible,
Tastes like
but
shit.
no, like it, but like
I
They don't even eat it.
It's like
They just throw it out.
right from the frying pan
Serves
into the
breakfast.
garbage. Yeah,
man.
we were talking about that. Right, that's one that Jake thinks is the shit. Is Harvey? Oh,
No,
A&W.
A&W.
A&W breakfast is very good.
I thought he was gonna say W's. I thought he was
I
gonna say.
started changing it for you guys.
Guys,
For
I
you guys.
appreciate
No, it's
For you
wrong.
guys.
Don't say you change it.
Yo.
It's just wrong.
Yeah, you know, you just.
Yeah, so I was wrong. I'm changing to be correct.
Yeah, but not for us. Do it for you.
For
I'm
yourself,
doing
yeah.
no, no.
Like, I
Yeah,
don't give a
be
fuck.
right for you.
I'm doing it.
Be right
I'm doing it for
yourself. I would
for us.
appreciate if you were an idiot more, so I could make fun of you.
He's changing. He's getting smart. He's learning. He's learning.
No, so I promise these people to drag. Let me drag them.
Yeah.
We're talking about putting your bacon in the oven. So the other day, Emma makes her famous mac and cheese. I fucking love that shit.
So good.
It's fantastic. She kills it. I'll give it to her.
Yeah, it's
And
really
then she made chicken breasts for me, but she wanted chicken nuggets. So she ate some chicken nuggets, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta make some more nuggets for my lunch tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then, like I go and do something. I go downstairs, and I hear the oven alarm go off, and I'm like, "Yo, your shit's done." And she comes down. And I go, "Oh, okay, cool." Opens up the oven, pulls out a tray with 6 nuggets on it, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! You didn't just use the oven for 6 nuggets." And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Did you really just use the oven for 6 nuggets?" And she was like, "I don't see the problem." And I was like, "Why didn't you put that in the toaster oven?" Like,
Oh, okay. I didn't hear.
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I was gonna say
Sorry, yes.
I don't see the problem
we do have a toaster
necessarily.
oven.
Okay.
I was like, "Why'd you put that in the toaster oven?" And she's like, "Well, because I just put it in here. What's the big deal?" And I was like, "Do you know how much energy you just wasted to
Oh, no,
preheat
that's
You know what though?
No.
It doesn't bug me.
Are
and,
you-
and I'll tell you
How
why.
much energy is it?
Because also
How
the
much
toaster
like
oven.
probably like that much energy?"
That's a lot of it.
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
the toaster oven also might make them a little too crispy. Where oven is gonna like
No,
bake them so
that's-
like they're
that's
nice.
a whack
They're
tip.
nice and soft on the
Can I
inside.
interject for a minute?
Sure.
This is Mr. I leave all the lights on in every single room in my house when I'm not even there. So
That's-
don't talk to him about electricity.
light
First
on
off,
right now?
have you ever been attacked with the lights on? I have not.
That's a
So
good
I
point.
intend
Does
to
the
keep
sun,
it that way.
Does the sun count
I've been
as a light?
attacked. I've been attacked at nighttime once.
Does the sun count as a light though? Like being
Like
attacked in
sexually
daylight? Is that
attacked?
like?
I wish.
Yeah.
Does the sunlight? Yeah, that's why.
Then yeah, I've been attacked with the light on.
Just in broad daylight.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, okay, what's the
Yeah.
minimum number of chicken nuggets to oven ratio?
For me, it's more the quantity of
Fill the tray.
six nuggets aren't doing anything for me.
That too is like that's
That-
your
that
lunch is
was-
6
that
nuggets,
was my
like,
biggest
that's
problem with
fucking
the
whack.
Six nuggets though, and the leftover macaroni.
And that's for my still. I'm having more than 6.
Yeah,
nuggets.
we're
I don't
doing
even
we're
eat
doing
lunch.
10. We're doing 10.
At least.
You got around
At
in
least.
5 intervals, and we know
At least
5 is
10.
not enough.
5 is not enough. But I thought that was whack. I was like, the amount of energy used for the toaster oven is way less. One, it's gonna heat up.
Was it
quicker
peak?
and spend less.
Was it after 7 p.m.?
Yes. It was.
She's clear. She's good.
It's all good.
No, it's still more.
Emma,
energy. It's still
good
more
job.
energy.
Good
It's
job.
still-
Conscious of the energy too. She basically spent the same amount as a
No,
toaster
that's
oven
not true.
on a regular
That's so
time.
not- No, but then after she's like, like you're making a big deal of it. It's nothing. I was like, that's because you're not paying the electricity bill.
Yo, do you use do you have convection bake or convention? Convection, I think convection.
Yeah.
Do you like use like I read it and you're intended to use the bake when you're actually like baking stuff, but like if I'm cooking like chicken nuggets, then I use convection
Yes,
bake.
because convection is basically like air fryer
Essentially,
in a full oven.
It recirculates.
The only thing is that you have to preheat that bad boy. Like you cannot like not preheat.
But that's the
it.
thing too.
Wait,
is
what
I
do
was
you
like,
mean?
when you put those nuggets in, she had to wait for the oven to preheat first. You throw them the shit in the toaster oven, you're really not waiting.
I understand, but I don't have a big issue
That's
with that.
why.
It's
very minimal.
I think you're a bitch.
That's.
To be
You're a bitch
honest,
for not
I would
waiting.
almost pan fry 6 nuggets. I know you guys are gonna be
That's
upset.
crazy,
Whack.
yeah.
That's so stupid.
No, because
Shut
you
the
get.
fuck up
Probably,
with
do you
that.
guys?
Why just eat it right out of a frozen bag?
Do you guys?
They're fully cooked, so
do you guys season?
like a popsicle.
You guys season your frozen food?
What?
I know it's gonna sound weird.
No,
but
Nikki actually will sprinkle salt over like after chicken nuggets are done.
Yep.
And it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Because
I'm not
I feel like
upset,
they
but
always
I'm
miss
sure
flavor.
your
So like
question
we
was-
got breaded fish,
What's your favorite?
paprika, garlic powder, salt into the air fryer.
What's your favorite brand of chicken nuggets or chicken?
Probably Jane's.
Jane's is Flames.
Uh,
Stop
They
if you
sm-
say something stupid.
They
no,
smell.
no.
Jane-
Ja- I think James are number one, but I'm
He's
trying.
about to say James. Who's James?
I love LeBron James.
I mean,
No,
James.
No, James, but it's also because we work by their
Yeah,
factory,
yeah, back-
so we always smell that like
Shoes.com?
those are unreal. Those are
Shoes.com.
Shoes.com.
Yeah, it's
There's
Oh
no-
yeah, yes.
Remember,
yes,
we'd
yes.
open the cardboard door and we just
Yes.
go and you'd see, and Myron would always come out and be like, "You guys smell that shit?"
I do remember that. Yeah.
He'd be so happy because we'd
Nikki
just be throwing it
Nikki
out.
said there is a brand that is better than Jane's,
That's
but she doesn't buy. We don't buy it often. I don't remember the name. I'll have to.
Pinty's
No.
is okay.
Pinty's
Pinty's is
okay.
good. Pinty's is good.
But Jane's is. James
Jane's
is
Isn't
bomb.
Pinty's better for wings? Their wings are bomb, no?
Pinty's wings are good.
Yo, honestly, I would outside of Maple Lodge wings, Nikki's like homemade wings are like the
Really?
best wings I've ever had.
Oh, like the ones that she made at the cottage?
Really?
Those ones?
She makes them at home too. Yeah, like she just
Damn,
and
I
sometimes
gotta try
the
these.
the flavor will just be like a little bit of paprika and like baking powder, and they're so crispy.
Oh, baking powder.
Such good flavor.
So you air fry.
Oh.
No, in the oven. on
Because
convection.
baking powder in the air fryer is like almost like you just made like KFC crust. You're like, how did I
Yeah,
do?
it's
It's like magic.
so
It's like
good.
magic for your food. Yeah.
Yeah, magic powder is bomb for that.
Yo,
yeah.
damn. Invite me over next time she makes them. What the hell?
Well,
No,
maybe, maybe
I
we'll
make-
do
I
them
make
the
these-
cottage weekend.
I make these wicked cauliflower bites.
Stop.
Cauliflower,
Stop,
baking
stop,
soda, paprika,
Stop.
garlic
Em and I were
salt.
talking about the next cottage night, cottage trip, the one that we have planned.
Do you
I
want
was
to
like, yo, I am not going hard on cooking. I hope y'all are happy with burgers and frozen pizzas, because
That's fine.
I'm trying to get drunk.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Right? When I say frozen
How did we
pizzas, I
do-
mean like served
Yo,
frozen. I'm
Wait,
not
how
cooking.
did we? Oh, first of all, the deck is gonna be sick. Like,
Yo, yes.
We should do a podcast episode
yeah,
on
we
the deck.
could. We
I
could
was
do
gonna
that.
say,
Like
tell-
seriously
huge.
though,
It's
we
so
always
big.
say
So
we
we'll
do
go
this and we
Thursday, Tell
don't.
Dan to get the roof mount. On Thursday we'll.
He might be doing it before then.
Well, fucking even better.
That's a
Yo.
month from now, bro. Or that's like
don't
almost
know.
2 months.
I
From
thought he
now.
was waiting for us to throw it
No,
out.
no, no.
That's what it sounded like he was doing.
So it's nice because of how much space there is. So
It's a big deck.
like, so
Such a
the
huge-
dining
such a
table,
huge
the
deck.
dining table's for 14 outside, and then there's still enough space that people could go sit around the fire.
Yeah, it's huge.
How
That's the thing.
trustworthy?
These guys
How
were-
trustworthy are the builders?
The deck is like super solid. The railings.
Well,
yeah,
well,
the railings,
you didn't.
They were
you
handsome
didn't,
as fuck.
you didn't sell me on super solid. Like,
No, it's good.
how approved is this deck?
No, we good.
Like Drake in that song
Actually?
solid. It's that solid.
I did like 6 jumping jacks on it. Yeah.
So
7
you're
seems
mad?
scary,
Yo,
bro. 7 seems scary,
That's
but-
kind of weird because you disagree with 6 nuggets, but 6 jumping jacks all okay.
Can you do 6 jumping jacks?
Why wouldn't
That's
you do
tiring.
10? Why wouldn't you do 10?
You out of breath at 6.
I'm out of breath at 3.
Yo, do you
I'm
think
asking why you
6
didn't do 10.
Do you think 6 figuratively is a lot of something?
I think it all
It's
relative to what it is.
all yeah.
No, but like.
If I gotta give 6 blowjobs, that's a fucking lot.
No,
If you
but
give me
like,
6
okay,
solid-
okay.
Six
Okay,
murders.
so here's what I mean
huge.
though. 10 seems like a lot, or a fair amount of anything, and I'm referencing a Tom Segura skit about this, or 9.
Okay, that's fair.
But like, where does it become where it's like, no matter what it is, it's not that much?
4. 5 is teetering. 4 is.
I would say 3.
Yeah.
I think
solid.
3. I think yeah. You know what though? 4 is my favorite number. Out of 1 to 10, do you guys have a favorite?
Yeah, 9.
From 1 to 10?
Mine's 3. But
3, 4. Oh, interesting. That's babe.
7.
Lucky number, yeah, basic. Oh, yo, yeah, that, or if I give you from 1 to 100, you say 13, like.
Kel's favorite number is
Fuck
13.
you.
I could have guessed that. Kel seems like the type whose favorite number would be 13.
Her birthday's also on the 13th.
Is it?
Oh, well, that could. Okay, so I'll let that. I think that's reasonable if it aligns with something else. Then you get a pass.
I think that's worse.
If it doesn't align with anything, then what are you doing?
What's your favorite number?
Her horoscope is 13 also.
What is
Winter,
4
what's
to
your
you?
birthday?
4? I don't know. I always thought 4 was such a great
Didn't he
number.
just talk
Why is
shit?
he, what the
It's
hell
an
is-
even square. It's just an even square. It's an even square.
4 is always.
It's like a perfect square. I
Yo,
just
do
like
you
the
think
shape.
do you think long sleeves with shorts is like a weird flex?
No, I like it.
I do too. And people, Nikki's like, you seem like you can't make up your mind about the weather. I was like, no,
I
because
dig that
I'd
shit.
rather my lower legs be cold than my arms.
Yeah, I agree. I dig long sleeve and shorts.
Yeah, me too. I think
yeah.
that's
I think long pants with a t-shirt is weirder.
no.
I do remember though.
It's
I do-
weirder. I didn't say it's weird. I said it's like weirder. Like it's less.
But
it's
jeans
less-
and a t-shirt's a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
It used to be in the 90s.
What?
With Avril Lavigne.
guy is
Avril-
What a piece of shit. Jeans and t-shirts like
Like
the
most.
common outfit ever.
Bro,
Like
bro,
ever.
I'm joking. I'm
Ever.
joking.
He's not. He's
Yeah, no, because classic like white t-shirt ads are always in jeans as well.
Always. Jeans and a tee is always the best.
Yeah.
What do you? Okay, slight tangent.
Okay.
What do you think is the hottest outfit for a girl to be in?
Like a summer dress?
Okay, summer dresses aren't fair. Pick something else. That's like rigged.
Like,
Okay.
what do you mean outfit? Like,
Like
what time of year is it?
you pick. You pick. Time of year. You see them in the outfit. You're like, fuck.
them dressed as Jinzo from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, with the big shoulder pads. Yeah.
The
the fucking mask. The
spiked helmet.
bulging fucking.
I'll
brain.
show you a picture after. I'll post a picture with this.
That shit. Yeah, Jinzo's
I-
hot.
I think
the
it's-
mask looks like it'd give like a great blowjob with like the prongs. Yeah.
That you might not see. That,
Hope you do.
um,
Zoom in on the card for that.
I don't know. I don't think there's like a particular.
No, there's not like a one thing.
Like other than like obviously like kink oriented ones like,
No,
like
yeah.
cheerleader and stuff like that. Right?
Oh,
Like,
that's not where I thought he was going with that one.
joke.
I thought he was gonna say like lingerie and shit, but
Oh, that too, obviously. Well, actually, yo,
When
no,
she wears a doctor outfit.
it makes sense.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm
Scrubs.
a nurse.
Sorry. They just you guys have a different.
it's really with Camille. It's
There's a
really.
doctor. Don't they have the nurses?
Like the old school, like fucking. Who's the Pokemon chick? The nurse?
Nurse
Oh,
Joy.
Clefairy.
What?
Isn't it Clefairy?
Not the Pokemon, but yeah. But
Well, no, because
Pokemon's
Clefairy also
like-
has one when she's with the Nurse Joy.
Yeah, you're right. I meant the chick, but
Oh shit! Well, Nurse Joy. Nurse
is
Joy.
that the kink outfit you want? Like Clefairy specifically? Someone's cosplay Clefairy?
Lick a tongue.
Yo, don't get
Yo,
me started.
I saw the weirdest.
Core
Sorry to
lock.
go off track. I saw the weirdest Instagram post. Someone was like, "I'm way too horny to be a Pokemon trainer." I was
I
like,
saw
"What the
that.
fuck does that?"
That's what I was gonna say. What does this mean? What do you mean by this?
But you
what
know,
does this mean?
you know, like there's this whole like thing about Vaporeon being like the perfect animal
Stop.
to
What?
to produce something. It's like a whole like its own side kink of Pokemon.
It's his Reddit thread. It's his.
I don't even know.
his fucking Reddit.
There probably is a Reddit thread.
Yes,
Yeah, you
are.
posted it.
Oh, sorry.
Get the fuck out of here.
87K members join now.
Send me a
Shut-
Shirley, please.
Yeah, man.
Vape-
Do would you like the same color as me?
Why Vaporeon and
Any
not
color.
Jinx?
Apparently, because the
Yo, because
I don't
Nicki
want
Minaj
to
is real.
but there's like posts that like go into great detail as to why.
Let's dig
the
into
perfect
it. Let's dig into
I'm
it.
not, I don't know it off by heart.
You have
Okay,
to-
so basically it starts. With
No,
the-
I don't hear the post. I want to hear your thoughts.
Sorry,
What?
let's go.
I don't know what the appeal is for any of the Pokemon. Except for Ditto, who can transform into anything he wants. So he can transform into a hotter, like a,
A hotter Ditto.
yeah.
Ditto with eyelashes.
Ditto with sunglasses. I was going to say, a cooler Ditto.
Yeah,
Cool.
Ditto,
It's cool. Would you date me if I was a Ditto? Would you still love me if I was a Ditto?
What is it Ditto?
Oh, it can just like copy anything it wants. It can transform
Yeah,
to
what,
anything it
if you were
wants.
Pokemon, what Pokemon are you? Not
I'm being
you
Ditto.
want to be.
I'm being Ditto.
No, what are you? Yeah, not what you want to be. What are you?
I would like 5 years ago Snorlax, but I think I've changed a little bit. Yo, it depends.
To what, like Dragonite?
Yo, but also, which is your drunk Pokemon? You have to like, what's your?
Everyone's
What's
Okay, how about let's
We're all
flip this?
tangled.
How
I'm
about
yo, when I'm drunk, I'm Chio, dude.
We're all tangled.
No, let's
I can't
flip
feel
this. Let's
anything.
flip this. How about We say
We
which
say what you
Pokemon.
are?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're definitely Hitmonlee.
I fucking knew it.
Let me look them up.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah, Hitmonlee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really.
Fair. You know what I see Matt being? I see Matt being Electabuzz.
Yo, I'd fuck with that. That's
Yo,
a cool one.
that's a
Right?
good
like,
pick.
That's like
That's
that's
a
Matt.
And that's
He's
an
got a little bit
under.
of a round
That's, yo,
face.
and Electabuzz is also one of those like sleeper Pokemon from the
Electabuzz is
original
sick.
batch. Him and Pinsir,
Yeah.
were like Loki. I'm like, yo, you guys are
Matt?
sick.
Electabuzz? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
That's
okay.
Electabuzz.
Here we go. Just say it.
What's a Gengar? No. Lucas would be.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of Gen 1.
No.
I'm trying to think of that way.
I would say
I don't
Lucas
Kangaskhan
is.
because you don't really have like a kid.
How about Golem?
No.
No.
What's the one before him? Graveler?
Graveler.
What about Graveler?
No.
Damn it.
You wish.
Yeah, I know.
What is Lapras?
Yo,
This guy's
Yo.
Lapras.
actually, yeah, just so you know, Lapras
That's so
Lapras is my favorite Pokemon
Lapras
from
is
Gen
pretty
1.
sick though.
Yeah.
Lapras
That's
is
so
pretty cool.
fucking funny that he's Lapras. Yo.
Why not?
No,
Lapras
it's
is
just
pretty
I
cool.
never would have guessed. No, Lapras isn't bad, but it's just
No,
like, that's the last one I would
but
have picked for
you don't-
anyone to be.
But Lapras is
It's
represented.
like not because it's not like a person.
Oh yeah, it's nowhere close to being
but
humanoid.
I feel like everyone's just neutral about Lapras.
That's why.
Because he's just like
No,
a
don't
little
assume it's gender,
water
bro.
horse.
There are she Lapras.
You said I'm Lapras, so I assume my own gender, so I am him, he.
No, you can't
so
do that.
I am now.
you can't do
How
that.
do you
I
know?
identify as
How do you
Lapras.
know?
Whack.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bit.
That's Lucas almost drowned a couple years ago at the
That's
cottage.
fair.
That's why
So
you're
he
laughing.
can't be Lapras.
Okay, so
Or it could be Magikarp.
but you said something about like, does it have to be Gen 1? What was your other option? Like, if
I would have picked like Slaking.
Who the fuck is that?
Who?
No, wait. Is that his name?
Slowking?
No. He's the
I'm
he's like
surprised.
a sloth. There's a sloth.
Slacky?
Maybe
Yo,
Slaking.
I'm surprised you guys didn't choose me
Let's see.
Slowbro for me.
Let's see.
He could be Mankey.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
That's
a
Slacking. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's a play on slacking. 'Cause they're
yes.
sloths.
Oh.
Ah.
That's cool.
Slacking.
Actually, I dig that. That's pretty sick.
He's actually pretty sick. He's like
Thanks,
a gym
man.
leader in like Gen 3.
Thanks, man.
There you go. Boom. That's you.
It's like a sloth gorilla combo. That's actually insane.
That'd be cool, like gorilla with claws. Fuck.
Yo, sloths,
scary.
claw. Yo, if they could go at like normal speed, I would be terrified of sloths.
Sloths are pretty weird.
Like even
Their
just their
claws
look.
are- they have three. They have like 3 fingers.
Yeah.
I feel like they always have like a villainous
So they're
look.
do they always do the shocker?
Probably.
Why do they make that sound?
Why you don't do that when you shock people?
What's the?
I do.
I think.
Ready? Got it. Yo, Shocker took me to I gotta tell the story. So, at Jits Day, you're gonna have to clip this so I can send it to this guy. I'm gonna call him straight out, fucking Clem. This guy taught me the greatest escape ever. I need to share this with everybody. So I'm rolling with this black belt. His name's Clem. Clem's fucking fantastic. Clem's a great black belt. And
Good job, Clem.
So I mount Clem.
He instantly mounts the best player.
The fact that I mounted Clem.
Can we go back? Is Clem the one you called out when Carl was on the pod? or with Mayo? Did you guys not call out Clem?
Yeah, May and I
Okay.
both call it Clem because Clem's fucking aggressive,
Okay.
but he's
He's
goddamn good. He's goddamn good. So I mount Clem, and I know he's fucking good. He's a black belt, so he's not gonna do stupid shit. But I'm trying to create some openings because he's there. He's sitting tight, and I'm trying to create some openings.
Everything you say, like I don't know if it's intentional, but everything you say just
Sounds
sounds
sexual,
so
right?
like open for interpretation.
Absolutely. So check this out. So I'm trying to create a reaction out of him. So I just take my hand and I just put it on his neck, and I just like fucking just rape choke him. And I'm like, that's what we call
It's-
it. That's what we call it. I'm sorry.
That's a
Wait, who's
very-
we? Like
The
collectively,
community.
like all of the community, or just like
No,
your community?
no, like the community. The Just community call it.
It's like a Facebook group. It's just him.
It's just me.
He's the
And my
only one.
aliases. So I put my hand on his throat to elicit a reaction, and literally as soon as I do it, he goes, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Whoa, whoa!" I was like,
You backed out?
I backed off.
That's
because
crazy.
Instinctually,
I thought you said
instinctually,
you-
Yo, you lost gay chicken.
I did. I lost gay chicken for sure.
you
He
did.
won. No, he definitely won. And I was like, "This slick son of a bitch."
You're like, and now I'm hard for no
Yeah,
reason.
I know, right? And we spent the whole round laughing. I was like, "Yo, you need to teach a class on that, man." Like, someone grab your neck and just say, "Yeah, oh yeah." And I was like,
Or are you doing an impression?
Yeah. Someone specific. Yep. Yeah.
Does anyone do that? Like, if you ever
Yeah,
have
he
to like,
just did.
if you ever have to like, how often do you choke someone out rather than lock them out? Like what is it?
What do you mean?
What would you say is the percentage?
Like when you get locked
that-
out of the gym.
like it's
Choked out like they
either
tap?
either choked out as in like
Unconscious, like
yeah,
asleep?
unconscious in comparison to just like an arm bar, for example.
No, well, we land chokes a lot, but it's up to the person to tap.
What would you say is like the percentage, like in a ratio?
Of
60,
like,
40,
so of
73?
submissions, what the
Yeah,
percentage
yeah.
is of
What would you
chokes?
say? Yeah.
Like rear naked, or just
Or front
so we're
naked,
saying
or
choke-
just general naked.
Choke versus any limb lock.
If
Like,
that's
you
the
can do
name,
le-
yes,
You can do
yes,
you can
yeah,
leg
yeah,
lock,
yeah,
you can
yeah.
arm lock.
Any taps, any tap out.
I'd say chokes are the best, but like maybe 50%. I think they're even.
So like
split.
50-50?
50 out of all locks are chokes. You think?
I'd say. Because chokes are the best. Chokes are the best thing. You could get into a fight, you break someone's arm, and what happens? He still gets up and beats you with one arm, or he beats you with his broken arm. Like, it doesn't end the fight. Whereas you choke someone unconscious, the fight is done. Like, this guy is incapacitated. So, chokes reign supreme,
Okay.
in my opinion, anyways. And I think everyone's opinion, but.
We'll have to check. We'll check the community.
So is there ever a time where you've choked someone out and like the way that we just like let out a little,
that was close, bro.
That was very close.
let out a little,
Clem tonight was the first time.
but like accidental, like unintentionally. Is there ever times where someone just like
Oh,
that's the way that they just release their oxygen? Maybe I don't think.
That does happen a lot. And like there are
Oh, because they just know they're screwed, so
yeah,
they just.
for sure.
fuck.
There are plenty of times where people catch us in lock and our response is to laugh because we're like, "Wow, this fucker got it."
No, so instead of laughing, you should be like, "Oh fuck."
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get someone to film my role.
Have you ever gone out with a tickle?
I noogie people a lot. People hate me for it, but I noogie people.
Has that anyone
Well,
ever
people go
noogied you
bald
back?
from noogieing.
No, never.
I think that's a thing, eh? Pretty sure that was like a myth, and I don't know if it's actually true, but
Interesting. That's probably why people hate when I do it.
no, you're making them bald.
Fuck them. Noogie do black belt.
Isn't it good to massage your skin to promote hair growth?
I don't know.
Maybe, but I feel like fucking grinding your hair follicles out is probably something else. It's not much of a massage. You think noogies are massages?
I mean, how
How
hard?
are you after
How
when you
hard?
go to the spa?
How hard are you going?
Nah, I don't.
Are you creating flakes? Like, is like?
Nah, I
because
just do it to be like, big
Yo, do
But-
you think
but-
people use the Theragun?
on their head, get CTE, but have great hair growth.
Is that good for you? Because isn't like
That's CTE.
How much?
Isn't that
How
bad
much
for
does
your
it
head?
move? How much does it? Can you adjust the settings so it's not like it's like it would?
but
Wrap
Be like the slowest I can go.
okay,
just-
so
yeah,
can
I just feel
can
like
a noogie give you CTE?
Nah.
How do you know?
There's no like head movement. It's just grinding. On
No,
your
but
head.
what if you move your hand enough that their head's like shaking?
Then probably.
You be careful.
Imagine that. If I
People
could
have to
get
start
someone
wearing
brain
helmets?
damage from-
And not like those sparring helmets. You know the ones that are
Like-
just
like
like
a bicycle helmet.
but soft.
What the fuck's the point?
What's the stop from a noogie?
Oh, it's just to stop noogies, not to like protect your skull from anything else.
No. And you're only wearing it during.
do the fighting helmets prevent you from noogiing? Like the one that have like the ear guards and stuff, like the wrestling
That's
helmet.
the one I'm talking about, the wrestling
those only
helmet.
cover your ears. So I'll still noogie the fuck out
Oh,
of
so
you.
it's open.
Wait, why doesn't it cover your head?
That's just how they are. It's just straps around your head, but then it just covers your ears.
So you can't hear.
Yeah.
Battle earmuffs.
That's why
Yeah.
anyone who wears them, terrible. They're not listening to the lesson. I'm at a point now where I welcome the cauliflower ear.
That's fucked.
I'm down.
It also.
What point do you cook them?
Oh, you
These are
make
cauliflower.
little bites out of them. I don't know.
Air fry.
Listen to this
Oh.
asshole
Yeah.
with his shitty recipe.
Paprika
Don't encourage it.
and baking soda.
That was like I'll never forget that. Like, he's like, guys, I'm so excited. We just got our air fryer. We're like, what'd you make? He's like, cauliflower bites. I'm like,
And he hyped them up too. He's like, guys, we made the sickest cauliflower bites. Fuck.
They were good.
fuck up,
Don't
bro.
fucking talk to me.
You know what? It's just good to find like healthy alternatives.
Don't
Oh my
stop.
god.
Stop.
You do you, boo. You ever have the vegan watermelon steaks?
What?
Have you ever seen that?
Stop.
They like fry like watermelon and like they add like sugar and like a bunch of thickener, so like they try and make it like a steak texture.
No.
And it's even like pink on the inside, like medium rare, and they're like, oh, like vegan
It's supposed to be a
steaks.
dessert? That sounds like
No,
it'd be a good dessert.
they make it savory.
Fried watermelon sounds like it'd be a
Zero
pretty
protein.
good dessert.
It's like fried pineapple. You know how like fried pineapple,
Fried
you can
pineapple
almost
is
you can
fried-
almost make
fried
it savory though.
pineapple,
Like if, even if with like a pinch of salt, it's good with like the sweetness.
What is when you say something savory? How would you explain that? Pretend there's an alien that's like, what does savory taste like?
I see where you're going with this and I dig it.
What?
Because like savory to me is
Like,
always like that's not a.
Yeah, more like a sodium. Like there's like a spectrum where it's like sweet to salty, and that I would call it kind of like a savory
Is
level.
savory not just a synonym for salty? Is like savory not just the word for salty?
I assumed it kind of was.
Savory, the more we're saying it, sounds fucking fake. That does not sound like a thing.
It does sound like bullshit.
Savory, yeah.
Like, what's another food for you that's savory?
Peanut butter.
Yeah. Whoa.
Savory and sweet. That's savory and sweet. Sorry, I'm trying to think of like
No.
combinations.
I don't
like
think
pineapple
anyone
and
has
pizza.
ever been like this. Peanut butter is fucking
Savory.
savory.
What?
Chicken and waffles is savory and sweet.
It's sweet
Wait.
savory. Yeah, sure. That's a combination. Sure.
Wait,
But
wait.
yeah,
So
fried
can
chicken, I'd say,
savory
can
be on its
savory.
own?
Yeah, fried chicken is savory.
Want me to read you
Churches, I think, is savory
Sure.
versus like.
Tortilla chips are savory.
Are they?
Salsa.
Hell yeah.
Okay, what the? Oh, sorry, can you read me the definition of savory?
So savory, belonging to the category that is salty or spicy rather than sweet.
Nice.
Fresh pineapple is useful in savory as well as in sweet dishes.
Pineapple on pizza.
I don't think I would ever lean towards using this like savory as a way to define food. I've
Really?
had.
I do.
I do.
I would just say it was tasteful or delicious.
What? But that's not the same. What if you have something that's like? What if you have like a double chocolate cake that was tasteful and delicious, but it's zero savory?
Yeah. It's
It's not. It's not salty.
it's
Savory
misleading.
is not like I wouldn't think of describing something as savory.
Oh, you sure if you want to think of it, but I'm just saying like
You're giving a very misleading title. I don't like it.
delicious and tasty
It was.
doesn't tell me what it tastes like.
Oh, there's another word like
Delicacy.
No, but it's.
Decadent?
Oh,
Decadent.
Decadence is a good one.
Where does decadent? Is that more on
It's
the
like
sweet
rich,
side?
rich sweetness. Yeah, it's decadent.
I'm decadent, baby.
Hell yeah.
What would you categorize whipped cream as decadent?
No, what the fuck?
I'm just asking.
What the hell?
It was the first thing that came up on
That is
Google.
crazy.
Wait, why is it not decadent?
Cause it's not like rich.
What if it has a lot of money?
Hey Siri, what is a decadent food item?
Fudge. It's like chocolate fudge.
Okay,
Is there anything
Are you
not
Siri?
chocolate?
It's my name. I tell you my name.
Truffles are decadent.
There you go. Truffles. Yo, have you had decadent cookies? Like the President's Choice
Yes.
decadent cookies? Those are
Yo, have you had the decadent ice cream sandwich cookies?
No, I always wanted to get them, never got them.
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
They're pretty
Oh,
good.
I can't imagine.
The cookies are like not frozen solid, but cold.
Oh, that's the way to
Yeah.
go. Because when they're like, break my teeth, I obviously don't want to do
You're
that.
already ugly though. So
A5 Wagyu
Yeah, I don't
beef.
want to go worse, man. I don't have anything to spare.
Wagyu beef would be classified as decadent.
what?
I think decadent's like kind of like fancy, maybe.
No.
Why not?
Maybe. What does decadent mean?
I always think of decadent as like really rich.
That's what I was saying.
So that's fancy.
Could gravy be
Well, I mean,
decadent?
rich and like.
Okay. A person
Yeah,
who is
maybe.
luxuriously self-indulgent.
Oh, see? So decadent could be
Isn't
for
a
people.
flavor. It's
So
a-
like lobster, wine.
Decadent.
Wait,
That's
but
a
wine is like affordable.
Wine's one of those.
No, it depends. There's some.
So is there decadent and non-decadent wine?
Definitely.
Where's that?
I'm not a wine.
I'm just gonna start using these words. Like I'm gonna go to like a restaurant, and be like, I want the most decadent meal you have, and see what they say.
They give you French fries. I don't know what that means, sir.
Like I don't either.
Here's your Coke Zero.
Okay, thank you. Because we don't know what the fuck it means.
They'll question you. They'll like elaborate. What do you mean?
You think they would?
Actually, interesting. It depends where you go.
Yeah, I think
If you, I
it
feel
depends
like if you go to a fancy restaurant, he's gonna have to be like, "Fuck, I have to try."
Yeah, he's not asking no fucking question. He's gonna act like he knows his job. He doesn't.
Doesn't even know how to pronounce my last name.
What's the fanciest restaurant you've ever been to?
Oof, the fanciest restaurant I've ever been to.
I think it was for me. I think it was the one we went to in Ohio, where they. I don't know if it was even a time that I went with you. They had these like they were getting oysters and all this other shit.
Oh yes.
And I was like, there wasn't a lot. I had like some steak that was done in a very unique way, but it was good.
But it wasn't fancy. It just had fancy foods. Like a fancy restaurant's like where like they serve you with a towel, like
I was gonna say.
sparkling or
What do you think the price? Like, how much are you expecting to spend at a fancy?
$500.
Whoa.
I've never been anywhere that I think might be.
No, I don't know. I don't know that that's the bar for fancy. Like I think if it's two people and you're spending close to $100.
A person?
I didn't say for two people.
Because
No way.
sushi's like $100 now for two people. Like
That's true.
Like it's kind of crazy now. Your scale has to change.
Okay, let's say I'd say $60 a person is like. Is
No.
the bottom of fancy?
That's the
is like you're
that's,
tipping into fancy.
that's the bottom of buffets.
Okay, no, like let's talk like.
I think if I went to an hour.
Okay, are you getting? Is the $60 inclusive of an alcoholic drink or no?
No. Like if I just got
No.
Meal,
This is just
that's fancy.
This is just a meal, like one dish.
Yeah, $60
what I'm saying.
I think is pretty. Like
I'd say
I can't
60
think of a lot
bucks.
of places that have gone for $60.
No, I think
What?
by fancy restaurants you're talking like $250 per person.
I
I've
agree that
never-
that's also fancy, but I think that's like high end fancy. I'm trying to find where's the threshold between
Oh.
regular and fancy. I think once you tip $60,
I don't
for
know.
just
That
the
threshold
meal
can
water,
be anything though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I get mac and cheese per parmesan. I'm like, yo,
Like a
that's
main.
fancy mac and
Like
cheese.
a main and a side is $60, not inclusive.
That's like
of
the keg.
apps.
That's like the keg.
Yeah,
I think the keg
I
is
think
low
keg-
end fancy.
Yeah, I'd say
Like,
keg
That
low
is
end.
I don't
that
say
is
low end.
extremely
Well, I think
Canadian.
the
That
keg is
is
fancy.
so Canadian of you to say.
You don't think keg's fancy?
No,
Keg's fancy.
no, that is like your average. Like, people, if you
No,
can,
it's not.
if
average.
if
That's
you
not like a
if you can
Jackmaster.
no, if you can enter in jeans, it's not fancy.
I disagree.
Fancy is like dress code. Like you'll get checked at the like no flip flops. Like that shit won't fly. You'll be turned around.
Like Harbor 60 is
No flip-flops,
Ruth's
maybe.
Chris. Even Ruth's Chris.
Yeah, but again, I think
Steakhouse.
there's a spectrum to fancy restaurants.
Yeah.
I think so too, but I think it should start when you actually feel a different experience, where it's not just like they
Yeah.
let anyone in, where they allow kids to run around. Like fancy restaurants, they don't.
So you'd
they
say
don't let
keg
that shit
is
fly.
high end, mid tier?
I would say it's. Oh, I don't want this to sound offensive. It's high end for the low class.
Interesting.
I would say like.
I would
kegs-
have said it was.
Yeah, that's
it
that's
was
an
like
expensive night.
entry fancy.
Yeah,
Entry level
yeah.
fancy is what I would have said the keg
I don't
is.
think it's fancy.
I wouldn't-
say
I
let's
wouldn't
go
at
to a
all.
keg on a Friday night. I would never say let's go to Harbor 60.
Like the fact
I never
that
been there.
you even have
I would
booths.
never.
if,
Wait,
never been
you're
to
going
if
to
it,
like
has, if it has booths, it's not fancy. Make that like, absolutely clear. If there's booths
Really?
in the location, it's not fancy at all.
Interesting.
I don't know any fancy.
I also
restaurant
haven't done a
booths.
lot of like dining downtown, so maybe my
That's true,
perception
probably.
is just very skewed.
So to answer the question, when I was in Spain, we really want to get some paella in Spain. It's like famous there. So
What? Sorry.
Check it
What
out.
is pie? I'm.
it's like a potted rice dish that's like mixed and cooked with like seafood and stuff.
You had me at rice dish.
Yeah, it's great. Oh, it's
Done.
fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Paella is great. So we found a restaurant and we went and we're just like so. This was back when I was with my ex and we went to England to meet up with some friends and then
Tank.
tank. And then the four of us went to Spain. So like we have like we were in Spain for like 5 days. So like we just have like regular clothes. So I remember I was just wearing like a long sleeve shirt and a pair of jeans. And I walked into this place and we're like, oh, let's get some fucking paella. And this place was so fucking fancy. And we're so in place. Like the guy walks in with the towel over his arm,
Right.
pours his wine. There's a bucket
Do
of ice.
they call you by your last name?
They didn't ask me my name. I don't know. But they pour the wine. There's a bucket of ice on a stand next to the table that they put it in there. And we're like, are we allowed to pour more wine or do we have to wait for this fucker? Like, what the hell? We just did it because we looked like we were a bunch of degenerates anyways. But, like, yeah, everyone else is in there in, like, suits and dresses and shit. We're like,
Interesting.
what the fuck? Like, yo, way out of place. Way out of place.
Yeah.
Very expensive. That's probably the fanciest place I've been to that I can think of off the top of my head. But, yeah, I also felt so out of place. So out of place. But the food was...
It is interesting because it's almost like a culture shock. You're like, oh yeah, like you almost forget that there's a salad fork. Like you know what I mean? Like little things like that. Like which fork am I using?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it was like one of those things.
It's very interesting because like some of my family in Poland is very much that life. Like when you go to like a family dinner, you're like, oh shit. Like it's like you get served on the right. You get greeted by like
Yeah,
your
yeah,
last name.
yeah.
And like if they screw it up, it's like dude, like
Yeah.
it's almost like awkward.
Yeah, I've been places like that.
But it's just a lifestyle that I just don't enjoy because it's like when I want like if I'm eating with like friends, like I want to like talk and enjoy it. It almost feels like so formalized.
That you're not really...
But they do talk. It's just that their like version of enjoyment, like Europeans specifically, were like very much a survival race for a very long time. So it's very much like people gathered to be strategic. People didn't gather for leisure and have fun. It's like very much survivalness. So it's like European side's like very like not my crowd. It's very interesting.
And I think about it too. It's like, how much more am I gonna pay? It's like at the end of the day, it's still food. Like what about the experience is worth the extra money?
I think it's the
Can the
prestige.
food be that much better?
It's the prestige.
Maybe it is that much better.
You think so?
I think to a degree it has to be.
I
At
feel
some
like
point,
I feel
it
like
has to be.
it's also a placebo effect. You
You
want to enjoy.
You want it to be better.
True.
Because you're spending
'Cause I'm
$100 for a plate.
Yeah.
And if you're that person who walks in being like, "Oh, it's not gonna be worth it," it's like, shame on you, man. Like, at least try to enjoy the experience because you're spending good money on it. Like, try to enjoy it. I mean, ultimately, if it goes wrong, it goes. Then that's
Now
a
I'm
different
thinking
story.
though, other than that place in Spain,
I don't think I've ever been anywhere.
by your standards, I guess I've never been to any fancy
No,
place.
me either.
We're like,
Like the
Oh,
most, yeah, like
interesting.
no more than like,
would you ever? Do you have any interest in
No.
going?
no way.
You just have to dress
I have
formal.
interest. I
It
wouldn't-
just it's very much like
Well, why
don't be in a
couldn't I-
polo. Like,
But why
they
couldn't
get
I
to
go
be-
dress formal somewhere else? It's like a non-fancy place.
True.
You can. I think people like it for like the prestige, the experience, where it's like everyone's dressed up. There's a little level of respect and like customer service experience, which is like over the top.
It's all ego. It's 100%.
It is all
Yeah.
ego,
100%.
and I hate it because the waiters and servers in those high end restaurants are just so much more fake than like the keg and stuff where they can be themselves.
Yeah, I don't like.
and
that.
show
I want
their-
you to be yourself.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want
I
you
want
to,
me.
like-
I want to see your
Shoot the
personality.
shit with you. I want to say something funny, and this guy fucking pretend to grab the hot pan and freak out. And, like I want to do stupid shit like that.
And even if the server's weird, like you can just laugh about it after and be like, yo, like that was so awkward
Yeah.
when this and this happened, right? But it's like, I mean, ultimately, people are people. Like people
I
are.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
that was good. I'd be down to do it for the experience though. Like, suit
Yeah?
up, go to a just once at least, sure.
What's your cap on a plate for like per person?
If I know I'm going to an expensive place to fucking test it out, I'll spend 150
Just for you.
just for me.
That's a lot.
That's,
But obviously, I'm
yeah.
planning for
Then
that.
then you'd go to
I'm
like
planning.
you'd go to like Ruth's Chris, which is like the. Ruth's Chris is pretty good.
Is it? Here's the thing though: if I went to a
Okay.
fancy place, I don't think I'm going to a steakhouse personally.
You know what? I do agree. I'd rather be
Wait,
able to
so
try
what do
something
you go
else.
get at a fancy like? I can't. For me, it's weird to think of
Any other food as
fancier
being-
dishes. Like I wouldn't spend that much on like a kind of pasta.
I wouldn't go Italian. I'd probably
But
go
like,
Indian.
how much you paying for?
Maybe.
How much are you paying for pasta?
That's
I
true.
would go high end Indian food.
No way.
That'd be
I
phenomenal.
don't even like low end Indian food.
Really?
No.
What about it?
Yeah, this place is expensive.
It's a steakhouse too.
Harbor 60. Tomahawk steak is $275.
How many ounces is it?
It better be 20.
That's crazy.
A filet mignon 10 ounce is $98. 14 ounces, $128.
Yeah, like realistically, how good can you cook that?
At home?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
And I can't lie, the way my brother cooks steaks, I can't imagine them being any better, man. They're
Sous vide.
fucking-
He's
Like,
sous vide, right?
like sure, maybe like the
Fucking primo.
maybe there's different seasoning, but in terms of like,
The steak?
yeah,
No, it could be the prepping because some of them dry age them, like, and there's like a certain flavor profile that comes with too. Because then it becomes the way that you fry them very fast. You get like the juices to like almost like go into like shock, and really make it super soft and buttery on the
Okay, so if
inside.
you were going to go to a fancy restaurant, what genre are you going to?
pizza.
I don't
Yo.
see. The thing is, I don't know.
Yo, I would spend $150 on a pizza. Like,
Like like
it's gotta
what
be-
kind of pizza is it?
that's the thing. I don't fucking know. But like, if there were reviews being like, this is a fucking $150.
What would the
pizza,
size have to be?
Like my house. Nah, it's got to be at least like 18 inches.
No, dude, I've seen it actually. I don't know why. I just
Lamanas.
can't- Jake had shown me like a blue Mr. Beast video. Spent like 10 grand on a pizza.
Fuck off.
Like at a fancy restaurant, yeah, and it was like had like gold truffle
See,
flakes on it.
I don't fuck that shit. Fuck the gold on stuff. It's not adding flavor. It's
No, it
just
does. It
a
does.
fan.
It's truffle, so it does have flavor.
Yeah, but the truffle has flavor. The gold doesn't.
It does.
What does
Why
gold
do you think
taste
it's
like?
so
That's true.
expensive?
I don't know what gold tastes like. Maybe.
You've
Maybe it
never licked a loony?
Looney's gold. Could you imagine?
Yo, if they made loonies out of gold, you know,
No. What if it was the same amount as so it was equivalent of $1?
like that's how much gold was put into it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of slick. I'd dig it. That'd be kind of cool.
If you could change our currency in any which way, what would you do? I would change it all to Ninja Stars so that they can all just.
Into the wall?
What a weird question.
I know.
How else could you change money?
Like if you could change it to like you know how we have now it went from paper money to like that new one. Would you change it at all from that?
I think our money's pretty cool.
Would you change our
Oh,
coins?
It looks like Monopoly money, but
I'd change our coins into squares. That'd be sick.
and they have holes in the middle.
Yeah, or,
Oof.
or you change them into pogs.
Slammers and shit.
Yeah.
That's also cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Or
Can
big.
you-
So what genre are you getting if you go to a fancy restaurant? You said
My
you wouldn't do
assumption would be steakhouse, but I would go more seafood. If I want fancy seafood, like lobster, like premium lobster, crab legs, all that would be like, yo, like it's a once. Like I like seafood to have it indulge on a big time. I don't like having seafood like consistently, but like to indulge at one time is like amazing.
Yo, if I found like a fucking fancy Mexican restaurant with like $100 burrito.
Ooh,
But is it like
maybe
like
try
one of
that.
those like competition burritos or like genuinely?
No, like I'm gonna eat the meal, like, and I'm gonna enjoy it. Not I'm gonna fucking die after eating it.
$100.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying, it's like, I'm down to
I
fucking find
wish
out
there
what
were
that is.
more of taco and tequilas around. Is that what the place was called?
I think it was just called tequila.
Niagara, right? That one.
Yeah.
Was it taco and tequila?
Yeah,
It
dude.
was. Yeah.
That
That was
Splendid.
good.
the food
Splendid.
was like the meal was good.
Delicious.
Yo, that dessert.
Shut.
Fuck was that?
Do
good.
you want a piece or not?
That was like the weirdest interaction, and it probably was good. But these guys take a bite and they're like, "This is the best thing I've ever had." Anyone want some? And I get it. I do get it.
Yeah,
You
like,
wanna
I need
share
to
the
share
experience.
that
You wanna share the-
experience.
But it's
It's
also
just
just
so
What
like,
was
good.
it? It was like
so
a
good.
cheesecake churro or something.
Yeah, I
No,
think
but they
something
called it
like
something else. It was
strawberry cheesecake girl.
was that? Who was that?
That was me, Lucas.
Who was that? Who was that?
Yeah, that dessert.
Phenomenal. And the reason why I offered those
Easily
is
the
because
best.
it was your batch day, and I was kind of like asking to be like, Lee.
It was.
Nah.
I actually just was offering because I wanted Scott to eat something.
Yeah, oof.
So he was like,
a strange man. that
eating
night.
like people's rice.
I do think it is the best story to ever meet someone
like
ever.
that.
I think that was.
yeah.
I think that was the best.
He had
I
an
can't believe that actually-
incredible first impression.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think we're also in that group where it's like, shit happens. Like
Yeah,
no
that-
big deal.
That's
that-
the best. We're the best group for that to happen with.
Yeah.
And that band in the hotel was phenomenal.
Yeah,
they
they're
were
very good.
such a good cover band.
Yeah.
The band was fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
had a great.
That was a good. Yeah, but that food was.
There's a place in Niagara too called Chili and Agave. Oh my
How cold is it there?
god! It's
Chili.
like chilly, like a brisk 12 degrees.
Like a light sweater,
Yeah,
a
sweater
blazer,
anyway.
blazer,
Sure. 2 layers for sure.
jeans.
2 layers. Does
No.
boxers and shorts count? Or is that technically?
No, but it's like 2 layers for like then you got no layers on your
Does
shins.
this thong and
What if I wear
boxers
shin
brief?
pads?
Then you're good. Then you're good. Like Muay Thai shin pads or like soccer shin pads?
One of each.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, that place though, some of the best Mexican food I've ever had in North America. Mexican food in Mexico is different, but
It's because it's Mexican.
it's just called food.
Yo, we talk about it all the time, but like since Mexico, like food has not been the same.
Really?
It destroyed.
Really?
I think it destroyed everything.
Okay,
I
wait.
had.
Like your
Really?
expectations, or just how you enjoy food?
No, it's just like I think that the food there was just like I can't explain it. It was,
I don't even remember much of the food.
Which I
anymore.
think is a good thing because we were fucking wasted.
Yeah, I remember the first night I went and sat down to dinner, and I was like, I'm fucking fried. It's like, and we like just got here.
I found
I love that feeling when you're on an all-inclusive vacation and you sit down for dinner being like, am I gonna make it out of this meal? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That's an iconic
so,
vacation.
so the thing was, is just that since the food was so mass produced, it didn't really ever feel like it had good quality to it. So having like kind of like I don't want to say cheap because I don't know how to explain it in such a way. It's just it's made in bulk, right? Like it can only be so consistent, so it's like pretty bland. So you have it constantly in just like fatty foods, and even I was trying to choose healthier options, and I was like, damn, I'm pretty limited. Still,
Yo,
like,
those
in that regard, right?
the beef they had for the
tacos?
tacos, the soft
Yeah.
taco, that shit was fucking
But yes,
bomb.
their
That shit was
food
good.
was very good in that sense too. Though. But
Yeah.
it's just so dense.
Yeah,
shit-
And Christina got
I-
sick, so
Yeah, and I remember too one of the pivotal moments was when I kept ordering these rum and cokes. They taste like shit, so I was like, it must be like the pop. And then I realized I was like, it's the rum. I was like, I gotta ask for different. And then as soon
It's
as that
shit
happened, I was
rum,
like,
yeah.
oh fuck, like. It was to a point that I couldn't figure it out, so I started just drinking. The first night I was drinking actually vodka like Sprite or vodka 7 Up
Oh,
instead because I was like,
Vodka
I can't
Sprites
do the rum
aren't
and Coke.
bad.
They were good.
No, but I just
I
find
got
that is an
fucked.
interesting drink for
I got
that.
fucked off of it, obviously, but it was good.
yeah, vodka Sprites.
And then it
are
was
my
like in the
go-to.
middle of like then I had one good at a different bar. I was like, oh my god! I'm like, it's not the pop.
Yeah,
It's
the
the rum.
shitty alcohol. Yeah.
So
Oh,
so
for sure.
is that your go-to when they have like the fountain like spray thingy?
What?
Is it rum and coke?
It would have been then. Now I don't know if I like
Well,
all inclusive. I don't,
if you
I
had
don't know
only
what I
Gin
would
and tonic
drink.
for me. Next time I'm going to all inclusive.
Yeah,
probably
maybe
all
gin
gin
and
and
tonic.
tonics.
Maybe.
do they have tonic in that setting thing?
Some of them do. A lot of places it's canned.
I'd probably do rum and coke if I had to. Yeah, because I can't go wrong with it. Like I know it's like a.
God
It's
damn it! I want to go on a trip so bad.
November. Let's go November.
I thought your mom said she wasn't doing anything.
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Maybe we're not doing anything.
Okay, let's do something.
If anyone wants to join,
See you there.
please
Yeah.
email us.
No, I might
at
have to wait till next year.
69 Yahoo.
Son of a
I cannot
bitch.
come, so anyone can take my place. Carl, go ahead.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I was talking with my neighbor. She used to be a travel agent manager. She traveled 2 weeks of every month.
That's fine.
That's pretty
Uh,
sick.
That's too much. For
And,
me.
and she coordinated like I guess it was like more like the what did I tell you earlier?
I can only
Do you
drink so
remember?
much though in 2 weeks.
Like Bahamas. It was like Bahamas. So she would get to travel to Bahamas all the time. And I was like, so I dislike planes. I just dislike everything about planes. So I always ask people,
Well,
like, so
what's
how'd you get
what's
over
your
it?
beef?
I'm not comfortable in a
Like
plane.
when you see them, you're like, fuck you.
No, you know what? I would feel a lot safer if they built like parachutes at the top. So if anything goes wrong, it just like deploys parachutes and like helps it slow fall, like extra support.
How
I
much
feel
is
I
it
don't
for-
like how much it weighs, how much mass that anything like if a wing goes, like it's like what I
Yeah,
feel
but
like.
what if you're driving a car and your tire just flew off? What do you think?
Well, and that's the thing too is that I think maybe I got so accustomed with vehicles because I've been doing it for so long. Because there's times on the highway, I'll be driving and like let's say like it's like a bad road, and I'll be like, damn, but this kind of turbulence on a plane would scare the shit out of me. But even though I'm more like technically more at risk right now in this vehicle than in an airplane.
Yeah, less people die. I think more people die every year from like, and not even that, like even like train accidents than people
Whoa.
in planes.
Train accident.
But-
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck? You never hear of a train accident.
Yeah, the person who opened the door.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yo, so someone in South Korea opened the door on an airplane when they were 250 meters above the ground. So it was pretty low, but still, like they
Still.
opened the door.
People get sucked out.
No, but it, like,
They got
could you
sucked
imagine how
off.
terrified to be at the front chair, like
Yeah, what?
seat?
They got sucked off.
No, but like
Just saying.
Whoa.
about like a dozen of them had like breathing conditions, had to go to hospital and
Oh,
shit.
for sure.
Like right after?
People fainted.
Oh, because the
Um,
oxygen levels.
Yeah.
250
Dude.
meters. How high? How high are we talking?
It's probably about like 250 meters.
Oh fuck yeah.
Um,
That's like in like 250 meters just up.
yeah, like this way, but like that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Dude,
can't- I
that
can't think
that
of
is like my
something to
worst
reference.
nightmare. If someone did that, I would.
Huh?
3 feet a meter.
How tall
Oh,
is
there's 3
how,
feet.
yeah? How tall is the CN Tower?
Bruh.
Like, are we talking like 700 feet? I don't know.
The CN Tower?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I
it's
have
like
no fucking
5,000 meters or something.
What? No.
No.
5 kilometers.
No. No way.
No, I don't think so.
Well, isn't the walk like a crazy? You know what?
Maybe 700 meters. That would be like 2,100 feet.
Sorry, it's 1,400 feet.
What did we say? 250?
You said 7.
No, sorry, the plane. The plane.
So it's like halfway as high as the CN Tower?
No, it's 250, bro.
No, 250
Meters.
meters, 750
Oh,
feet.
250 meters.
750 feet. So it's about halfway as high as the CN Tower. That doesn't actually seem as high as I thought.
Yeah, but that's like still pretty. Like I'm not trying to jump from there.
No, I agree.
So it's like
But, like,
pretty fucking
I guess
high.
without reference, 250 meters sounds pretty high. And then you put it in reference, like, oh, like, it's high,
Is there a
yes, but it's
video
not
of
as...
the
you're
opening it?
below the Toronto
I
skyline.
don't know.
yeah, like,
I wonder
yeah,
if there is any.
yeah.
That's
I guess
crazy.
so.
It's not as bad.
I guess so. Yo, so there was this hypothetical that Davey asked me, and I think it's an interesting one. So let's say you get this new job, or sorry, you're proposed this new job,
Okay.
where 5 days a week, Monday to Friday is your day. At 6 in the morning, a limousine picks you up, and the driver hands you an envelope. He drives you to the airport. You get in the airplane, and they fly you business class all the way down to LA. You take another car, picks you up at the airport, drives you to a building. You walk in, you see a guy, you hand him the envelope, and you go back in that car, drive you back to the airport, and you fly straight back home. Your shift is, you start at 6 a.m., you get home by 9 p.m. The job pays you $150,000 a year. Are you taking that job?
No.
No?
Do I have Wi-Fi on the plane?
Sure. Your business class. Hell yeah, you got Wi-Fi.
I don't like planes.
Yeah, I could do it.
How long could you do that for? And okay, in this hypothetical, you're single, no kids, no nothing, nothing to tie you down to. 150K a year.
No.
I think I do it.
I would.
Sorry,
do,
so-
You're not doing any work.
Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday.
No.
I think I do it. I think I do it because
For 150K?
150K is decent.
500K to live that kind of life.
500. That's fucking
crazy, bro.
whack. That's fucking stupid. You're stupid.
Because I wanted to pay for my travel and like make it like.
Well, no,
What? No, you're all that's covered. You're not
You
paying
don't
out
pay for
pocket.
anything.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
All it's covered.
Oh.
And then your salary's 150K.
I
But-
still don't think so because I would have to get used to planes. Ask me in a few years.
Okay, fair enough. Noted.
Yo, why don't you just take Xanax before you go?
People have recommended. See, the thing is, I don't like to do that because what if I take it and something goes wrong? You know.
What are you gonna really do in that scenario? Like, how much control do you really have?
He's gonna step in. He's gonna step in and fucking fix
Because
that shit.
when I get to my laser eye surgery, they
I'm gonna fly this shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let the
pilot.
let me
when
toss
I,
that
when
pilot.
when I did the laser eye surgery, they asked if I wanted a Xanax. I was like, no, I think I'm okay. And then like in hindsight, I was like, I would have maybe taken it just to see what
See
happened.
what's up,
Yeah. But I know people say like it really calms you the fuck out.
Davey had to do what's the one where you go in the machine?
Porno.
MRI.
Oh.
Yeah.
Different machine.
He had to do an MRI. And he's claustrophobic, so like he like freaks out with that shit. So like, oh, we can give you like a Xanax if you want. And then he's like, hell yeah. And they gave him one. He's like, I feel nothing. They gave him two, and he was like, I feel nothing. And they're like, he's like, can I just go on feet first? Because it was I think it was like his lower back and hips and stuff. And they're like, okay. He took two Xanax, nothing. This guy's like immune to drugs.
Really?
Yeah. No. Yeah, took two Xanax.
Maybe it's because he just maybe has a
High
he's
tolerance.
been doing it so long.
He's a freak. That's what it is.
He starts his morning every day with two
Crushing
Xanax.
his Xanax and
Two
just
Xannies.
Don't
coffee.
worry,
I was
don't
like, God
worry.
damn. Because he told me that. He's like, yo, they're going to give me some Xannies for the thing. And I was like, yo, fucking save me one. Like, I'll fucking try it.
I'll try one. Yeah.
Bitch took both. And I was like, fuck you, man. You wasted them.
That's what everyone told me. Like you should just at least taken it so you
Yeah.
could have brought home. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
hell yeah.
no.
I'd try it.
Yeah, I'd try it.
Should I bring the DMT vape up to the cottage?
No, that seems like I don't know if I'm ready for that.
It's 20 minutes.
I'm not even willing. I'm not
20
even willing
minutes.
to do mushrooms.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Really?
No.
You're
I'm
not
too.
interested
I'm
at all.
too nervous of a bad trip. I'm like.
That's fair, and I respect that. Yeah,
No,
I
I get it.
think.
My
I've
experience
seen
so far
people
is
have like
fantastic.
really like fun times on mush. Like I remember this one time at one of our parties back in the day. One of my buddies did shrooms and he was standing there. He's like, "Dude, look at my arm." It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah, and I was like laughing. I was like, "Bro, your arm looks sick." He's like, "I know, right? Like, look at it."
No,
I
but
was
you-
just
but
like,
you're right.
Yo, that's funny.
If you have a bad trip, like, you're on that fucking train
Yeah,
for
that's a long
while.
time.
That's a long fucking ride.
I've had bad trips just smoking weed. I was like,
No,
"No,
I-
it's too
yeah.
risky."
I was gonna say if I really want to get to that level, I'll just hit a bong. Or
It's not the
something.
same.
I would say so.
It's not. It's not the same.
I mean, like it's close enough in a safe environment. You know what I mean? Like I think that's a good
Cottage
safe.
is probably the
That's
best
like the
place
safest
for it,
level you can
too,
do
That's
it.
what I'm
Because it's like you're
saying,
outside, you're just chilling.
Cottage is a great place. I might fucking
Yeah.
do it. I might.
I mean, to be honest, it's all about the energy of the day. Like if you're not having a good, like if you're having that energy where like yo, like it's kind of like a down day. Sometimes you just you'd be like, yeah.
Fuck,
It's not-
need-
no,
I don't
yeah.
know if I
rock a
don't
Molly
know if
cottage.
you could do a shroom and then like swim. I think that would be a little much.
I wouldn't. I
Like
would,
going
I
in the
would-
water, I feel like would be pretty
Yeah,
intense.
that would be a fucking wild.
I think
experience.
you'll be okay with like short doses, but
Shit.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't do it.
The water.
But you know what though? It's
I wouldn't fucking touch it.
that, or we just
It's like,
Oh no.
like what would you do if someone started drowning like in deep water? Would you? And they're like panicking. Are you gonna go dive for them as they're panicking?
okay, wait, are you talking about on shrooms or non shrooms? Because this basically almost happened with you. So
No, like on shrooms.
you weren't
On
panicking,
shrooms.
but
No, so I'm sober. Can I see
No,
something?
You're sober, but that person's on shrooms, and they would start panicking in the water, like thrashing.
Nah.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna dive for them? Because that's you're gonna get yourself killed.
With support. With support.
yeah, like a life jacket or whatever.
Okay,
We'll make a rule that if you're on shroom, you gotta wear a life jacket.
And a helmet.
or you just don't go swimming.
And a helmet.
Or you just don't go swimming.
You gotta go, but you wanna go. People want to go on the trampoline. Yeah, of course people want to go on the trampoline.
So helmet and fucking.
Everyone
White vest.
everyone
Yo,
gets put on a leash.
before-
Everyone
okay,
gets
we
put
got-
on a leash with you know, like the hose like wheel, that but like for like a rope. So if you go too far out of bounds, we just rope you in.
Yeah, but what if when you're rolling them in, they're just drowning the whole way you drag them in?
They're like wrapped around them.
Well, act them fast because it'll also be like a leash. Like
Wait,
you can't go too
crane.
deep.
It should be a crane
Yeah,
that we
crane.
pull up.
As soon as
go
as soon
right
as it gets like chest level, that's your max. Like right here. And if you try to go
That's
deeper,
right off of the
That's
dock.
not even. Like off the dock, you're under.
well, that's on you. Enjoy the dock. Enjoy the beautiful
Yo,
dock.
I will
Paint it or
never.
something.
Before we do our thank you, I'll never forget that day with Lucas. Like I legit was like I thought he was gonna drown, and he had a picture, a little picture of
It was not a little.
Yeah, I was gonna
no
say, this isn't
literal
a
picture.
Okay, sorry.
And he got buffaloed, so he finished it in like maybe like 20 minutes.
Oh.
And it was like probably like a quarter of vodka. Yeah, it was crazy.
So
Quarter bottle of vodka, not a quarter of the pitcher. Like yeah, it was a lot.
I had done it because I'm like, yo, I want a drink that I can enjoy for like a few hours. So I'm gonna make it.
So
yeah.
then
I was
we
like,
were
oh my
like
God.
swimming and like, you know where the yellow floaty thing is?
Yeah.
There were points where Lucas would be like laying on it and like going underwater, and he would go under, or like he'd be like this, and I'd be like, bro, and I'd be like, you gotta get up, like you're gonna, and he's just like, just let me be, bro. So I was like, no, like if
I was
you
floating, I
die,
was floating.
and your mom's like, what did you do? I was like, oh, he literally said let him be. I'm like, that
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
fly,
fucked.
bro.
That's fucked.
My mom would have been like, he's a smart boy.
Let him be.
He was a
Yeah,
smart boy.
we like, and then so we were trying to like get him back, but it was like three of us were like, I think he's just gonna like, I think he's gonna go.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He's
It
gotta
was-
sit there and
just take me
watch
out.
it.
And then we knew we got to a point where, because then we would like put him on the floaty where he was half on the floaty, but then sometimes like we would lean on it, and then his face, like as he'd laying on it, it would go underwater. But then he wouldn't like lift his face up. So you were like holding your breath, and then it would come back up, and he'd be like, this, you're like, I was like, bro, like you
I
guys
was
like,
chilling. I was
scary.
chilling.
and I was like, I couldn't tell. I'm like, are you like actually?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Yeah, you-
Absolutely, absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. And next time, well, obviously, the thing is, though, I do find that I was also, when I was younger, I was also just a lot less responsible on alcohol. Like,
Wasn't this like 3 years ago?
yeah.
I guess you're younger. But
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, there was a point where I was like, I think
Yeah,
might just,
stupid.
this might be the day that Lucas
Stupid.
drowns at our cottage, and I'll have to tell people the story.
So we're always on the lookout. So that's why when like I'm near the water, and if I'm drinking, I don't go swimming.
But then and then I knew he was, because then we would try to put like we were trying to put like a noodle between his legs so it would like float it. But then he would just like fall
Tip
to the
to the
side.
side, yeah,
We're like, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
And then it got to a point where I knew he was fine, because then he was like. Then actually no, because I knew I knew he was fine, because then there were points where he was fucking with us, because then he would like go under and like float like.
He's dead.
And he wasn't breathing, and then he'd come up and be like, he's like, I'm good. I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
I was like, I
yeah,
can't,
he's
and I was like, oh, this guy's, like, he's sober enough now that I can, like, I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about it.
Yeah.
Kayak him in, like, I have no idea how we're gonna make this work.
Yeah.
But we did. Or you did, at least. You,
So I'm telling you,
sobered
the
up.
mechanic.
crane, yeah, the crane. We'll have to invest in one.
Or we actually like a crane that actually like, lifts him up, almost like the
Wait,
kids
what is-
swing on like the.
What other kind of crane are you talking about?
I was talking about like just like a cable like connected to like a tree like a.
Yeah, we vetoed that idea. We said it was stupid.
Yeah, because we had to get a
So we're
crane,
gonna
so it
crane
came
now.
from above.
Yo,
Come out of the water.
How's it like strapped on like the baby swings at the park?
yeah, and then
It's
we'll,
a,
and
no,
then,
it's a hooked butt plug that.
yeah. And then we'll be like Toy Story, like, the claw. You saved our lives.
That was fucking great. That is good. What are we grateful for, boys?
The claw.
I'm not grateful for that. That's for sure. That's for
What are
sure.
you grateful for?
I'm grateful for Scooby Doo. What a great show.
Wow, that was unexpected. I'm grateful that you didn't actually drown that weekend, because that would have been a shitty story to have
That's
to
a good
tell.
one. This guy's not grateful that he fucking survived or that his friends tried to save him, but fucking Scooby Doo.
They did what they did. Appreciate it.
Maybe that was his intention, though, and if it wasn't for us meddling kids, he would have gotten through with it.
And then there was a dog too. Lily, right?
And Charlie, probably.
I'm grateful for psychedelics. They're fucking sick.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
They are psychedelic.
Someone you could say they're almost psycho.
Whoa. Like by Post Malone? See ya.
Bye.